Well, good afternoon, Gators. Class of 2027. We'll call you the COVID-19 class, um, tongue in cheek. But in all sincerity, it's going to be a very, I know it's been not the end of the year that we had hoped for our class of 2027 for our fifth graders. We lost out on a lot of things, but I think we still had a lot of fun. You'll certainly have some memories for your children and grandchildren. This is a year to remember. Hope that you all enjoyed the parade. It was great seeing all of you. And again, we're going to have our first ever virtual fifth grade graduation. So to start off, it's hard to believe, Gators, of 6 years, some of you 7 years, because this is our first Young Fives class, have brought you here virtually today. 6 years ago, or 7, you were kindergartners and young fivers waving goodbye to your parents on the first day of school. Parents and youngsters alike were fighting back tears. But here we are, 6 and 7 years later, and those kindergartners and young fivers have 1 foot headed towards Brownstown Middle School. You've taken many steps along the years and faced a lot of very uncertain and unprecedented steps, certainly this past spring. But we all know that many bigger steps lie for you ahead. I want to give a big shout out. Our PTO is a huge part of what we do. And Mrs. Olenzak, Mrs. Scala, and Mrs. Germano were all PTO board members, with Mrs. Scala being our secretary for the number of years, and Mrs. Olenzak, and I want to give a big special shout out to her. Mrs. Olenzak took over 5 years ago as our PTO president. She took over for Kara Pimer, who is our current school board president. Those are big shoes to fill, but Miss Olenzak filled them remarkably. And I know it's a big thing you can also say is that the transition was seamless. It truly was. Miss Olenzak did a fantastic job. She led the PTO brilliantly for these past 5 years, and we thank you so much for all that you do. So Miss Olenzak, Miss Scala, Miss Germano, thank you so much, because again, without our PTO, all the fun things that we do, a lot of special things will take place. So hats off to you. Now to my fifth graders, let's talk a little bit about life at BMS. Our class of 82 Gators, which is one of the biggest classes we've had in a while, you're going to combine with 4 other elementary schools to form a class of 408. Those 408 students will be combined with 417 current 6th graders to form a building of 825 students. That's a lot of BMS warriors. You also, hopefully you'll have lockers and new opportunities to get involved with sports and clubs. They may look a little bit different, but they sure are going to be there. National Junior Honor Society and Student Council. I just heard we had a lot of Gators who made National Junior Honor Society today. We're super excited about them. The Yake Gators always represented Brownstown Middle School. And I look forward to seeing a lot of our Gators coming back home when they volunteer for National Junior Honor Society hours. Activities next year, you'll have your monthly PBS incentives. There'll be fun and feasts, hopefully. You'll have honor roll pancake breakfasts, which are delicious. You have to have more of those and spread out a bit. There'll be ice cream socials, attendance parties, and a trip to Cedar Point. Again, fingers crossed, everything goes back to a relative normal. There's so many fun things that you have to look to. But, Gators, this also means more homework and more challenging classes ahead. Some of you have done a lot of work since March 13th. Some need a little bit of motivation. But it's going to come back strong come September. But I know for one fact that Mr. Cummings, Mr. Lees, and Ms. Snyder, and all of your teachers all along the way, over the years, and your supportive parents have you well prepared for Brownstown Middle School. Now, again, I wish I had you in front of me right now, but I don't. I'm certainly thinking about each and every one of you. And I couldn't be more proud of you than I am right now. Now, come September, Mr. Clark will tell you that you're BMS warriors, and you'll wear purple and white. When you go on to Patrick Henry Middle School, you'll be warriors. You'll be wearing purple and white. And at Woodhaven High School, you will be Warriors wearing your purple and white. And you're going to be outstanding Warriors. I love the Warriors. Warriors strong all the way. But know this, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, you will always be Yake Gators. You will always have green and white in your heart, and as Gators, you will always be. And remember, once a Gator, always a Gator. With that said, now it's the time that I want to move on to some of the awards that we have for you today. And I am going to call up Mr. Lees, and he is going to talk to you about our Kiwanis Youth Citizenship Award, which is being awarded this evening. Mr. Lees.
Good afternoon, everybody. As Mr. Podluski just said, I'm here to present the Kiwanis Award to our student Noah Behringer this year. He was the recipient. When it was time for the teachers to choose this year's recipient, it was an easy decision for us. We quickly decided that Noah was the ideal student to receive such an award. To start, Noah is a natural leader, but in a humble way. He's an excellent role model for everyone at Yake Elementary. He sets a high standard for all students in the classroom while excelling and pushing others along the way. He doesn't boast or make a big deal of it, but motivates others to work just as hard. Noah is one of the 5th grade safety captains at Yake Elementary. Throughout the year, I've been able to observe Noah use his leadership skills and caring way to help other students throughout the building. One example that sticks out to me is watching Noah step into his leadership role this year. Without any hesitation, Noah takes charge in the morning to fill the empty safety posts. This has happened countless times throughout the year and shows why Noah is set apart from other classmates. Even when Noah is with his friends, Noah will step aside, help anyone in need around him. When Miss Snyder heard that Noah was up for the award, she expressed what an outstanding young man Noah is. She said there's something about his calm, kind demeanor. He's been a great safety captain, and he maintains positivity. Mr. Cummings shared, outside of school, I've seen Noah multiple times at the Wyandotte Animal Shelter. He will do whatever it takes to help him out in any way he can. This includes spending time with shy animals, cleaning up around the shelter. He also set up a lemonade stand with his sister and donated to the neighborhood, and donated the money to the rescue. I can't describe Noah any better than his previous teachers have. I feel extremely privileged to have had Noah in my class this school year. He is a student that others strive to be. I look forward to hearing about all of the excellent things that Noah does in middle school and beyond. I wish that we would have been able to share this moment with you and your family in person at the Kiwanis dinner, but anyways, Noah, congratulations, and I hope everyone can join me congratulating Noah. Thank you.
Good afternoon, you Gators. I'm here to talk a little bit about the Accelerated Reader Program. Couple points. It's not set up to be a contest between students. It's really set to motivate students to read on their own, take quizzes, show their comprehension, and just really show a love for reading. But every year we do like to recognize those students that have really gone above and beyond. And these 5 students that I'm going to mention were the top 5 point getters. Remember, it's not a contest, so they were sort of self-driven. To prove that, you had to stop and make these slides at a certain point in time. Some of these students have still been reading since that. So what I'm going to do is read their actual points as of yesterday, which is even more impressive than what we've got on the slides. Again, all students that have done this program can benefit, but these have really gone above. So this year, our top point getter was Drew Mazer with 2,003.9 points total. Then Dane Mazer with 1,655.2 points. Dylan Mazer, see a pattern here, I think, 1,648.7 points. Our 4th was Chelsea Chinamelu, 1,032.7, and Sarah Abdoli, 793.7. So hopefully at home you're applauding this amazing effort. The students did a fantastic job. Turn it back over to Mr. Podlewski.
Thank you, Mr. Cummings, and congratulations to our AR point earners. We've never passing 1,000 points is a big accomplishment, but past 2,000, I don't think that's ever been done. So again, congratulations to Drew and all of our Gators. Now is my chance that I am going to present the Principal's Award. And usually I call the student up and they get to stand right next to me while I talk to them about them. But this year's Principal Award goes to Jackson Metzger. Jackson Metzger has been a safety since 8:45 in the morning this past Tuesday, September 3rd. He has done an outstanding job as a safety this year. He takes his job and his responsibilities very seriously. What I like about Jackson, and this has stood out about him since he was in kindergarten, he's a rule follower and always has been. I always pegged him to be a police officer or an FBI agent. You can always count on him to do the right things every time. Even better is that while following rules, he is always kind and always has a smile on his face. Jackson has a kind heart that is easily seen by everyone he meets. In addition to being very kind and helpful to everyone, he also has a big heart, which was on full display when he participated in Stride with Mr. Crane and I. That was our running program. While running wasn't always easy for him, he never quit moving and encouraged others to keep moving as well. He is the perfect teammate who will keep trying and will remain positive and upbeat no matter what. I'm proud to have gotten to know Jackson over the years. He is a fine young man with a big, kind heart. I know that he will go on to do great things in life. I wouldn't be surprised to call him Chief Metzger one day. That's a city I want to live in. Congratulations, Jackson. So proud of you. And here to talk about our safeties is Ms. Snyder.
I am just thrilled to be here today. I know it's not the way we thought we'd be here, but still, I think you all deserve this recognition, and especially my safeties. You guys have a pretty big job to do around here. You guys have a lot of responsibilities, and I think I'm not alone when I say that we, as teachers and staff, appreciate everything you guys do. And you all should have received certificates with your packets, so I did want to recognize each and every one of you. I've got well over 40 safeties, but I wanted to draw your attention to two very specific ones. That's our captains. So our captains, their job is unique, right? They have to not only, they monitor every post, every day, every time they're filling jobs. Sometimes they have to do those positions, so they have to know everybody's job. But I rely a lot on them, and couldn't be prouder of the two that I had this year. So I just wanted to give a special shout out to Hope, Noel, and Noah Behringer, because you guys really, you make my job easier, which is always a bonus, right? So congratulations to all my safeties. Thank you, all my safeties. Didn't get to train our fourth graders this year, so I hope you're all planning on coming back and helping me with that in the fall. Please say yes. Anyway, love you guys all, and
And now it's our time in this ceremony in which we would call each of you up here to get you your 5th grade graduation certificate. We would shake your hands as you cross the stage. But of course, you're not here, you won't be able to do that. So I'm going to have you teachers come up here, and they're going to call you each of your names one by one. I want to recognize you and congratulate you on graduating 5th grade, being on to Brown Middle School, Yake Gators. So let's go ahead and begin with Mr. Cummings as he introduces his graduating class of 2027.
Super proud of my homeroom this year. Mr. Podlusi explained this end of the year was definitely not what anybody planned. Most of you jumped on and did that online portion. Responsibility. Sure that will help next year. As I announce the names, feel free to scream and applaud at home as much as you would like. Hakeem Amalj, Sarah Abdoli, Alexander Barker, Bailey Billups, Savannah Bolam Higgins, Chelsea Chinamelu, Benedetto Covelli, Josh Dawsey, Tyler Draper, Gabby Dunson, Emily Enciso, Mason Farkas, Miley Joe Farrell, Anthony Green, Connor Hatfield, Leah Holt, Brooklyn Johnson, Austin Lane, Dallas Lopez, Dylan Mazur, Jackson Metzger, Lauren Peterson, Riley Reynolds, Zareen Shaheed, Cody Townley, Brendan Watts, and Layla Wiley. Again, congratulations to my homeroom. Wish you all the luck. Very best at Brownstown. Now, Mr. Lees will come up with his home.
I would like to just start by saying that I truly do feel privileged. The group of students that we had in 5th grade this year, a lot of outstanding students, a lot of hard workers, will be missed here at Yake. And so starting with my class, Mustafa Ali, Noah Behringer, Eli Bell, Madison Dunlap, Alea Elliott, Peyton Irving, Victor Felicia, Gabe Garcia, Harris Hampton, Sienna Harmon, Jonathan Hewitt, Raymond Hicks, Chloe Carl, Dominic Kinsora, Drew Mazer, Stefan Eugen, Olivia Olenczak, Thomas Paquette, Moira Parker, Brooke Perkins, Chase Saltalamacchia, Aaron Sachs, Maddie Scollin, Olivia Shallow, Scarlett Shepard, Mo Spencer Burns, Jackson Watterson, and Bailey Work. Again, congratulations to all of you. I'm excited for you for this next year and the rest of your school. And here's Miss Snyder with her class.
All right, you guys. Now I feel like I have to say something Mr. Lees and Mr. Cummings did, right? They set the standard. In all sincerity, we've had a great year. I'm sorry it was cut short, but no, just even virtually, I do love the connections that we maintained. And please come back and see us next year. Let us know how you're doing. I promise you that those math lessons that I gave you, they're going to help you. I promise. You keep those notebooks going. They'll do the job. So with that, congratulations goes to Cameron Ball, Tyler Basilio, Ashton Bennett, Ayanna Clay, Isabella Dickens, Colin Dodd, Cameron English, Sophia Germano, Kara Holt, Anaya Johnson, David Gerardo, Avriana Kuda, Caleb Lehane, Dane Mazer, Andrew Migliaggio, Hope Noel, Morgan Owens, Caleb Perez, Lauren Podluski, Mia Prus, Sean Rains, Raquel Rivera, Bella Smith, Nolan Sukarski, Sophia Swaim, Stephen Tyra, and Aditya Wishrojar. Again, congratulations to all of you guys, and keep in touch.
And congratulations to all of our Gators, our class of 2027 Gators. Congratulations. We're so proud of you. Now it's the part of the program that I think everyone's their favorite. Ms. Snyder put together a video for you. Sit back and enjoy and have some fun. Cheer on your classmates. See if you remember 6 or 7 years here at Yake Elementary School.
I like the dark and I think to myself, pretty in the sky are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Well, the party was nice, the party was pumping. And everybody having a ball. Until the fellas started name calling. And the girls respond to the call. I hear a poor one shout out,
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
I see the young people had a ball push. Billy Fountains get out. Get back, Gruffy, bash Gruffy. Get back, you flea infested mongrel. Gonna tell myself I man no get angry. Two Eddie cows calling them K9. Hey, but they tell me, hey man, it's part of the party. You put a woman in front and a man behind. I hear a woman shout out,
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
say, a doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone.
Oh doggy, hold your bone. Oh doggy, hold it.
A doggy is nothing if he don't have a bone.
Oh doggy, hold your bone. Oh doggy, hold it.
Hope when you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts so bad. Hey, the only way you can know, you give it all you had. And I hope that you don't suffer, but take the pain. Hope when the moment comes, you'll say, I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. Yeah, with every broken bone, I swear I lived. Hope that you spend your days, but they all add up. And when that sun goes down, hope you raise your cup. Oh, I wish that I could witness all your joy and all your pain. But until my moment comes, I'll say, I did it all. I live. I swear I live. Every broken bone. I swear I did it all. I did it all. I owned every second that this world could give. I saw so many places, the things that I did. There was every broken bone. I swear I live. Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You could talk the guy, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself.
Standing in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
and the world's gonna know your name.
yeah.
'Cause you burn with the burning flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you could get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name. Cause there's gonna be a day when you're
Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the burning flame, and the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. Be a champion, be a champion, be a champion, be a champion around the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you burn with the burning flame, and the world's gonna know your name. You'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong hanging on your chest.
You could be the champion, you could beat the war. You could come a child, go banging on his door.
Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. It was a big, big world, but we thought we were bigger. Pushing each other to the limits, we were learning quicker. By 11, hanging out and thinking we were slicker. Never rich, so we were out to make that steady figure. Once I was 11 years old, Daddy told me, go get yourself a wife or you'll be lonely. Once I was 11 years old. I always had that dream like my daddy before me. So I started writing songs, I started writing stories. Something about that glory just always seemed to bore me, 'cause only those I really love will ever really know me. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told before the morning sun when life was lonely. Once I was 20 years old. I only see my goals, I don't believe in failure, 'cause I know the smallest voices, they can make it major. I got my boys with me, at least those in favor. And if we don't meet before I leave, I hope I'll see you later. Once I was 20 years old, my story got told. I was writing about everything I saw before me. Once I was 20 years old. Soon we'll be 30 years old. Our songs have been sold. We've traveled around the world and we're still roaming. Soon we'll be 30 years old. I'm still learning about life. I hope I have children for me, so I can sing them all my songs and I can tell them stories. Most of my boys are with me, some are still out seeking glory, and some I had to leave behind. My brother, I'm still sorry. Soon I'll be 60 years old. My daddy got 61. Remember life and then your life becomes a better one. I made a man so happy when I wrote a letter once. I hope my children come and visit once or twice a month. Soon I'll be 60 years old. I think the world is cold. Will I have a lot of children who can warm me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Soon I'll be 60 years old. Will I think the world is cold, or will I have a lot of children who can warm me? Soon I'll be 60 years old. Once I was 7 years old, my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old. Once I was 7 years old.